Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a topic that is just surrounded by hype, noise, and frankly, a whole lot of confusion: how cryptocurrency earning apps actually operate in 2026. We're going to strip away all the complicated jargon and map out exactly what's really going on in this space right now.
But right off the bat, before we look at a single strategy, we need to shatter the hype with a really crucial disclaimer. Cryptocurrency involves real financial risk. Prices go up and they go down, and sometimes they do it dramatically. We are looking at this purely for educational purposes. This is absolutely not financial advice. My role here is just to be your impartial guide through the data, so it's vital we establish that baseline right here, right now. Okay, so here's our playbook for today. Number 1, earning crypto reality check. 2, Method 1, learn and earn. 3, Method 2, crypto staking. 4, Method 3, move to earn. And 5, the honest risk picture. Let's dive right into Section 1, earning crypto, a reality check.
So the core truth of the current market is this: crypto earning apps are a genuinely real, highly active category in 2026. Despite all the market volatility you hear about, understanding how these legitimate platforms function is just highly useful knowledge for the digital economy. This isn't just theory anymore. It's a completely active sector, and we're going to look at exactly how it operates.
Moving right along to Method 1, learn and earn.
The barrier to entry here is literally incredibly low. First, you just watch some short educational videos about specific cryptocurrencies. Next, you complete a quick quiz to verify what you learned. And finally, you receive a small amount of crypto for free. It's basically traditional financial education, but with a digital asset reward waiting for you at the end.
And to show you just how mainstream this whole concept has become, consider the massive industry giants providing these programs. Coinbase Earn is the most popular, serving over 89 million users globally. Seriously, 89 million. Binance Academy also offers a very similar structured learning program. Look, these aren't some fringe websites. They're massive, regulated platforms using education as an onboarding tool. Actually, they're very often the very first crypto earning experience for new users crossing over from traditional finance.
Now, the absolutely crucial point here is managing expectations. The payout is typically around $1 to $10 worth of crypto per completed course. So no, it's not a massive windfall, but the financial risk is absolute zero because you aren't putting in a single dime of your own money. You're just trading a few minutes of your time for some solid knowledge and a small reward.
All right, let's get into Method 2, crypto staking. Let's demystify this complex crypto jargon right now. What actually is staking? It's simply the process of locking up your cryptocurrency holdings to support a blockchain network's operations and security, and then earning rewards in return. Essentially, you're just putting your digital assets to work to help run the system, and the system compensates you for that service. It introduces the core mechanics of passive income right into the digital asset space.
But what does that compensation actually look like in the real world? Well, we need to look at grounded, realistic benchmarks. In 2026, realistic staking rates on major platforms run anywhere from 3% to 18% APY. That's annual percentage yield, depending entirely on the specific asset you happen to be staking.
Let's walk through the concrete math of a real 2026 example to put this into perspective. Say you hold $10,000 in a token, like BNB, and you stake it at a 7% APY. You're earning approximately $700 per year. That breaks down to $58 per month in passive income.
But, here's the catch. Standard tokens like BNB can swing wildly in price. So what's the beginner-friendly alternative? Stablecoin staking. Assets like USDT or USDC are pegged directly to the US dollar. Your principal maintains its dollar value, regardless of whatever chaos is happening in the broader market, making stablecoin staking the absolute lowest-risk staking approach available out there.
Which brings us to Method 3, move to earn.
Now, this category is fascinating, and it might actually get you off the couch. Apps like Sweat Wallet, Smiles, and similar platforms act just like traditional step counters, but with a digital twist. They literally reward you with crypto tokens for your physical movement, whether that's walking, running, or working out at the gym. And the best part? Zero upfront investment required.
For serious users who are hitting, say, 10,000 plus steps daily, potential earnings sit around $1 to $2 per day. Yes, for sure, the monetary earnings are small, but the financial risk is absolute zero, and you are getting the real-world benefit of better physical health. It's just a highly unique value proposition in the crypto space.
And finally, Section 5, the honest risk picture.
Look, I absolutely cannot stress this enough.
Security, regulatory compliance, and careful research matter more in 2026 than they ever have before. Before you stake your assets or even think about linking your digital wallet to some new platform, you absolutely must check that platform's history and read real user reviews.
Honestly, if you take nothing else away from this explainer, remember these names. For the strongest, most established safety track records for US users, you are looking at Coinbase, Kraken, and Binance. These are regulated exchanges with highly established security infrastructure. Just knowing who the major regulated players are is half the battle in staying safe.
Now, I want to slow down here for a second, because this number is a massive, flashing red flag, 20% APY. Avoid any platform guaranteeing returns above this level. Promising a return that high almost always signals unsustainable tokenomics or worse, outright fraud. Remember, if it looks too good to be true, it almost certainly is. All right, let's wrap this all up into a succinct, actionable summary. Here is the bottom line, the ultimate beginner's playbook for safely navigating this space. First, start with Learn and Earn. It's zero risk, gives you free crypto, and offers real education. Second, if you already own crypto, explore staking on established platforms, starting with stablecoins first to protect your principal. And third, if you want the most passive, zero investment entry point possible, download a Walk to Earn app and let those daily steps start generating something for you. So, I'll leave you with this question. Which zero-risk entry point will you try first? The first steps into this world are incredibly accessible, provided you just follow the data and stay safe. Also, as a quick heads up, tomorrow brings a very special Day 50 explainer, the halfway mark of this entire series, so make sure you tune in for that. Keep learning, and I'll see you next time.